This is the Technology Integration Matrix, or TIM for short, a tool adopted by Fulton County to gauge technology integration in its classrooms. The TIM measures several different areas of technology integration: active, collaborative, constructive, authentic, and goal-directed. Furthermore, the TIM measures tech use across these areas on a continuum, which begins on the low end with entry, followed by adoption, then adaptation, afterward infusion, and on the high end, transformation. So what do these opposite ends of this continuum look like across these areas? Let's find out. The active area of the TIM relates to what students are being asked to do. On the entry level of the active area, students are receiving content through the use of technology. This might be through drill and practice activities or remedial activities that ask what students know. On the transformative end of this area, students are not just asked to show what they know through drill and practice activities. Instead, students will take the task and select appropriate technologies and create original artifacts to show their mastery. This might be discussions, investigations, or presentations that are done in class or published on the web. The collaborative area of the TIM assesses how students are using technology tools to connect and collaborate with each other. On the entry column of this area, students might be working primarily alone using the technology, or working in large groups, but creating independent products. Conversely, on the opposite end of this area, students are using the technology tools to collaborate with other students, teachers, or experts on a global scale. The constructive area of the TIM assesses how students are being asked to consume information or construct connections to previous knowledge using technology. In the entry column of this area, typically technology is only used to deliver information to students, or in other words, students are asked to solely be consumers of information being delivered to them by the teacher. The transformative end of this area looks much different. On this end, the teacher takes a much more hands-off approach to student learning. Rather than deliver information to students for consumption, students assess the task and go and seek out relevant information. This is typically seen in problem-based learning, project-based learning, and inquiry-based learning. The authentic area of the TIM assesses how technology is being used to connect real-world concepts to content inside the classroom. In the entry column of this area, students are using technology but are only using it to complete activities that are unrelated to real-world concepts or only relevant to concepts within the classroom. The transformative column of this area is different in that students may be completing the same assignments or tasks. However, those tasks typically are done so within a context of global awareness or global perspectives. This also typically involves some form of problem-solving strategies or inquiry-based learning. The final area of the TIM is goal-directed. This area assesses how technology is used for students to research data, set goals, plan activities, reflect on growth, or monitor progress over time. On the entry column, typically, technology is used to deliver directions to students, guidance, or feedback over a shorter period of time. For example, this could be the use of online learning platforms where students are given directions on tasks, but not given the opportunity to upload evidence that they've mastered that task or the opportunity to reflect on completing that task. As these activities are added, tech use begins to approach the transformative column of this area. Typically, in this column, there are opportunities for metacognition, or in other words, opportunities for students to reflect on and assess the learning or growth that has taken place over the course of a unit or units. Now that you know more about the Technology Integration Matrix, how does student tech use measure up in your classroom? What areas of the TIM do you think your students can improve? What areas of the TIM do you think your students are currently strong?